Okay, round one against Brigdasa. I'm just gonna slam Flame Shaper's Avant here because I really need this card to level up. Didn't get to display it last turn, or last game, because my opponent concedes, which sucked for actual gameplay. But I mean, I won, so one win gives me one ticket. The next time this is the Nexus Pilot I was talking about. Truly, truly insane card. I'm actually just gonna ignore it here. I can't tangle with this card, so I'll just take 8 for a couple turns and try to figure out how to deal with it. In the meantime, I'm gonna play Razortooth Stalker to move. That way he can't block Shapeweaver's Avant and Razortooth Stalker unless he has like a Branchweaver Druid, and then play the Volcanic Giant in front of away in general, which kills it in 2 turns. I can put the Glacial Colossus. Wow, I can put the Glacial Colossus in front of Nexus Pilot if my Volcanic Giant takes down this general, because then it will be able to kill it over the course of 2 turns, which is probably the best value I can hope for. Nexus Pilot is just one of those cards that's really, really strong. It's a 6/8 because if it's in center lane, it's a 6/8. And at rank 2, it's a 10/14, which is absolutely gigantic. Might even be bigger than Glacial Colossus itself. Yeah, look at that. And he killed my guy. So I'm just gonna move Razortooth Stalker to kill the Matrix Warden. There's no reason to damage a Dark Shaper's Avant. And then play. I could either take Seismic Depth's better because he has an Nexus Pilot, and if I move out of the center lane, it's not nearly as big a threat. Battle to kill his general, and then play Glacial Colossus on the Nexus Pilot. I could put it in front of the Chiffant. There's no guarantee that my Adept will live because there's a Contagion Surge in this format. Plus, I believe Gloomfiend is in this format too, which is a 4/4 that when it comes into play, it deals -1/-1. So there's a lot of random stuff that can kill this, even though it's on Defender right now. That card's really strong. Grimgaunt Predator. It gets +2/+2 whenever a creature in the same lane as it dies. And it has mobility. Which is like the only Necrim card with mobility in the first set. I'm probably going to have to Lightning Spark it. Or not block the Dark Shaper's Avant. If I deal damage to this Nexus Pilot and then move it out of its lane, it should die. Because it would no longer have +3/+4, so it would lose its health and die. I believe that's how that works. I'm not positive. It doesn't come up very often. Best cards for me to play this turn in terms of scaling are the Flamestoke Shaman and the Volcanic Giant. Oh, sweet, that trades. But I need to deal with this Predator somehow. So let's move the Seismic Adept, remove the Nexus Pilot. Actually, I could just trade with the Nexus Pilot and kill his Grimgaunt Predator. That's much stronger. Because I don't need a 6/2 Defender, like keeping the lane's chuck blocked down. And if I play this Flamestoke Shaman here, I'm left with an empty board. I have the first rank in turn 2, or the first turn in rank 2, and a Volcanic Giant in play. So I think that's the play. Yeah, I'm positive that's the play. And then just play Volcanic Giant in the sideline. Hopefully draw Volcanic Giant immediately, but no such luck. I just want to play away from the center lane as much as possible, because I'm not going to be able to beat that Nexus Pilot in there, unless I draw the Glacial Colossus again. Because it has 10 power at rank 2. I don't even have anything with more than 10 toughness, other than the Glacial Colossus. If he pumps this, yeah, okay. Just plays a pair of 6/3s. Don't have a lot to do here. I can play the Umbra Clasher. I don't have anything that survives the 6 power creatures, so I think my best bet's probably to play Magma Hound and deal 2 damage to the other one. Because Magma Hound is a decent scaling creature. It does 4 damage at rank 2. I don't foresee needing the level 2 versions of anything, except for maybe Warbringer or Aranti, which does allow me to do 4 extra damage to him this turn. But I think having the extra damage on Magma Giant in the future would be a little more useful, because I can point it wherever I want, even though it's going to be a little less than Warbringer or Aranti. I actually drew all my level 2 cards, which is not great. Because my next 2 turns are going to be pretty bad. I don't know how I'm killing this Grimgaunt Predator. I can block his Seismic Adept here. And then... I'm trying to figure out whether it's better to play Volcanic Giant or Flamestoke Shaman. So I play Flamestoke Shaman here. He has to kill it with Grimgaunt Predator, and that's a way for me to like sort of kill Grimgaunt Predator. I think it scales much better than Volcanic Giant because it gives all my creatures haste if it lives a turn. So I think this is stronger, even though my next couple turns are going to be pretty bad because he's a Matrix Warden and hasn't played his Nexus Pilot yet, and I'm on the back foot. Drawing the other Volcanic Giant's pretty good though. It just depends on what he does with Grimgaunt Predator. If he just attacks me for 13 here, it would suck. He can't attack me and scoot for 13, or attack me for 13 and scoot in front of the Shaman, but then I can give all my creatures haste, so he probably doesn't want to do that. I guess he does. But I'm on the back foot. I just need to block his creatures and then defend. He killed my creature with the activated ability of Darkshaper Savant, which whenever he plays a level 1 Necroom spell, one of my guys gets -3/-3, which is quite strong. It's the counterpart to Flameshaper Savant. It's hard to tell which is the best of these two. They're both very strong. I don't think my Savant's going to live, which sucks, but I needed to block the Matrix Warden. Probably going to play Shurian Brawler in front of the Savant and Lightning Spark it just to kill it. And hope he just like whiffs completely on Nexus Pilot because I can't deal with that card now. Like yeah, I'm too far behind. His the Nexus Pilot in turn rank 1 put me pretty far behind. Okay, he doesn't have it, which is nice, but now I have nothing for this. Dadgum, Darkshaper Savant. I don't want to trade over the course of 2 turns because it doesn't do anything. Like, he'll just kill my creature with Savant's activated ability, and then I'll be back to where I was this turn. But he'll have more creatures in play. So it's better to do it this way, and then die to his Blightskull Phantasm, which whenever he gains a rank... Oh, it's only another creature in that lane. Okay. So it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, okay, now it's as bad as I thought. This is going to make his Lawyer General a 7/8. And then... I'm like so defensive, can't even afford to really do anything. I block the Ashurian Brawler here, block the General here, and deal 4 to his Matrix Warden. Because once the General's dead, this only does 5 a turn to me. And the Warden will do 8 a turn. So if I can draw like another Giant, or another Volcanic Magma Hound. Ugh. This is why Matrix Warden's so strong. I just can't keep up and died. Whew, his deck was quite strong. Yep, well, don't really much to say about that one. He just kind of like plastered me.